Hey, what do you want?
Start drawing so I can get back to dinner.
I heard from a fellow at the cafe that you witnessed a strange old man prowling about town. Could I ask you for a more detailed account of what you saw?
Ah, okay. I think it was something like 4 days ago. I was on my way home from the market when I saw this creepy guy sneaking around. So, I took a closer look, right? I wanted to make sure he didn't clean out the butcher before I got there. Up close, it was some spooky old guy with a huge sack. I yelled at him, but the geezer just bolted. I was all like, man, look at Gramps Busta move. I think that weirdo is the one who's been kidnapping people. If you gotta be out at night, watch yourself, you hear?
Interesting.
Oh gosh, sorry, Professor. It's not that the investigation is boring me or anything. I'm just a little sleepy.
It's gotten late. Let's report our findings to everyone at the mansion and wrap things up for the day.
Professor! Look over there! Oh my gosh! Is that Ramon?
Luke!
Huh?
Sir,
What?
hold it there!
Right behind you!
Huh?
My word.
Oh no! We've lost him!
Luke, you saw that too, didn't you? No doubt about it. That was Ramon.
Does that mean that the kidnapper killed Ramon too?
Steady there, Luke. I think we do well to return to the site of Ramon's abduction. The kidnapper may have left a clue behind, you see.
Right. Lead on, Professor.
We need to go sweep the site of Ramon's abduction for clues.
You're absolutely right, Professor. Professor, look at this.
This appears to be identical to the item recovered from the crime scene at Reinhold Manor.
Do you think it might help us find who is responsible for both crimes?
Perhaps. At any rate, our first priority is to report our findings to Lady Dahlia. Come, Luke. Back to the manor.
Chapter solved. After witnessing Ramon's abduction, the professor and Luke returned to the manor to report their findings.
We have urgent news. Ramon has been abducted.
What? Who? How? I must inform Madam at once. Madam, something terrible has happened.
So are you saying that Ramon has been involved in some kind of foul play?
No, we can't be sure of that yet. However, time is of the essence. We must organize a search to locate him post-haste.
Mr. Layton, what's the meaning of all this? Why do you insist on whipping the town up into a frenzy?
The situation has changed recently, Inspector. We saw Ramon being abducted in town. I'm afraid you may have a serial murder case on your hands. We must rally the people of St. Mystere and organize a search.
Mr. Layton, last time I checked, this was my case, not yours. It's too late to start looking tonight. We'll organise a search first thing in the morning.
We've no time to debate whether or not to wake up a few sleepy villagers. While we sit here bickering, poor Ramon may already be...
Everyone, your attention please.
Honestly, Matthew, can't you see we're busy right now? What is it?
My sincerest apologies, madam, but it's Ramon. He's returned.
Returned? But...
Yes, after the professor honoured us with a visit, I went to the market to do the shopping. Why do you ask?
just what is going on here?
There you have it, Layton. Now, will you finally leave the detective work to the detective?
But we saw it! We saw it happen right before our eyes! Ramon! Don't you remember any of this?
That's enough, Lou.
But... no, he was...
I must apologize, Inspector Chelmey. It was dark out, and it seems that I was mistaken in what I saw. Now, if you'll excuse us, it's been a very long day, and I do believe we could all use a little rest.
I certainly agree. The last thing I need is some drowsy scholar creating a panic in the village.
Well, good night to you all then.
I wonder if we really did just mistake what we saw on the street.
No, I'm certain that it was Ramon. When we saw him, there wasn't the slightest hint of life in him. He may have lost consciousness, but how odd that he should return healthy as can be an hour later. Stranger still is the fact that he seems to have no memory of what we saw happen to him.
It's so peculiar. Plus, Ramon wasn't even the first. Lots of people seem to have had the same experience. Any other village would be in a panic over something like this. But Saint Mystere... well, it's peculiar. That's all. There is something very peculiar about this whole town.
Yes, in most places, no one would stand for this. But we've seen that Saint Mystere is anything but normal.
Yes, don't you worry. I'll let him know. Oh, hello there. There was a phone call for you. It was from an Inspector Chair something or other.
From Inspector Chelmey?
He just kept saying that it was urgent and that you should meet him at Reinhold Manor at once.
He probably wants to talk about what happened yesterday.
Maybe so. We won't know until we get there, though. Come, Luke.
Ah! Are you trying to poison me? What are these vile things? You oaf! Some butler you are!
I'm so sorry, sir.
I detest sweets. The very sight of them turns my stomach. Get that plate out of here at once!
Oh, yes, but of course.
Ah, Layton, there you are.
You requested our presence, Inspector Chelmey.
My sources tell me you've been out snooping about and interfering in my case. Just what are you up to?
It certainly wasn't my intention to interfere in your case. However, a few things don't make sense.
Leave the investigating to the police and go chase after that golden apple or whatever it is. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. I'll find Simon's killer. Of that, you can be sure. Now, unless you have something else to say, I've got work to do here.
Understood. Good day, sir.
An inspector has some nerve dismissing us like that! Like I said before, I don't like him one bit.
What do you say we go ask Ramon about yesterday, though? Good day, Ramon. How are you feeling today?
Fit as a fiddle now, Professor. Perhaps even as vivacious as a violin. Ooh-hoo-hoo! That awful fatigue from last week seems like it never happened. As you can see, I'm bursting with energy, and my skin is as soft as a baby's. I feel like a teenager again.
Is that so? That's good to hear.
He doesn't seem to remember what happened yesterday, does he? He has no idea what happened. So, what's our next move?
We shall respect the inspector's wishes and leave the murder case alone, Luke. It's as Inspector Chelmey said, solving crime is the police's job. Besides, something tells me that this case and the golden apple are more related than we suspect.
That's that intuition of yours talking again, isn't it, Professor?
First and foremost, we need to find a clue that will bring us closer to the golden apple. Perhaps one of Baron Reinhold's relations or close friends can help point us in the right direction. Of course, there's also someone else. Let's see if the family butler has anything to say on the subject.
Hey, what do you want?
Start drawing so I can get back to dinner.
Lady Dahlia seems to have given us a test. We'll need to decipher this map in order to find the village.
Huh? Professor, do you mean to say that you already figured out the town's location?
Reinhold Manor awaits. Make your way to Reinhold Manor on the east side of town.
Welcome to Reinhold Manor. Thank you for coming. I'm Matthew, butler and servant to the Reinhold family.
Oh, you must be Professor Layton, I presume.
What's this kid doing here? Why on earth would you bring an animal into a crime scene? Have some sense.
For all I know, you could just be another hooligan in a top hat.
Welcome to the inn at St. Mystere. We're the only inn in town, you know.